Hello, I am live. Hi, everybody. It's good to see you. Only Oscars. Looks like you're here. It's hot. It is, let's see if I can get it behind me. It's 83 in the fish room today. Is it there? It's behind my head. There you go. Trust me on that. It's 83. Hello, how are you? Oh, there's somebody lurking. That's always good. Show yourself. Sky Dancer. Hello. Good to see you. I said only Oscar's name. She dropped. Haha. So yeah, lots to do today. I'm inspired by Gina. Talk about water. Nope. There we go. That's better. There we go. 3G. Look in. All right. So we've got all sorts of stuff to do today. Let's just start by admiring my best tank, not made by me, just transferred from another person's place to my place, and then filled with 1 million fish, 1 million rosy barbs, 28 to be exact. And there's one Mbuna in there. There he is, chasing people. So yeah, he may have been in here a little bit too long, but he is beautiful, and he's blue, which is my wife's favorite color. So he's getting a little feisty. But I met somebody that came and picked up a bunch of guppy grass the other day that lives in the area, and he does cichlids, and he said that he can take this guy at this size right now. Silver Creek, Zen Ginger, how do? Once I figure out how to make mods, I will make mods. Till then, we're just gonna let people have their way with the chat. I'd say make sure you subscribe to my channel so that you can chat, but I don't know how to do that either yet. So, empty threats. There are a couple of green rasboras, green emerald rasboras in here. Okay, there he is. He's going to move he's running for the back. He's just above the plants there, hiding out. He's in the back. But there's two of those, and then this checkered barb. And those were the original inhabitants, so I didn't see anyone for the first while when I had this. But most importantly today, the other tank lights aren't on yet. They should be turning on any minute now. And when they do, we will talk about the guppies over there. But I've got guppies, and they have babies, which is very important to me. So I'm just going to sit down on the floor. And I'm very pleased with my guppies. So I have, there they are. I have one male and two females, and they are purple guppies, purple Moscows. So like purple Hawaiian, I guess. And it's from the same breeder that I got the two females and a male of the blue Hawaiian. And there are some slight differences, but I have a male blue Hawaiian that I got from Daniken Aquatics. And there's a lot of babies. So let's feed them. And I've got a bunch of brown bristle noses in here. So there, you can see them feeding near the top. My little babies. And they don't appear to be being eaten or molested in any way. So that's a good thing. So I have not separated the babies from the others. Silver Creek acting out. I love it. So yeah, I've got little babies in there. And then the blue Hawaiians, there's a bunch of babies in there. And I have bristle noses down in the bottom. So got some brown ones. Everybody's through their quarantine now. So it's time to set up another rack and get my stack of 20s that I've got. I've got 4 20-gallon longs that I'm going to work with. So yeah, I got into bristle noses hard at that auction. So I have like 4 different types. This is Silver Creek. There he is. Did he already run away? Jeez, he's quick. There's just little babies everywhere. Hard to pick up on film. There he is. He came back. No, he ran away again. Let's just go around the side. Let's just go find him. He's too good. All right. I don't want to wait for the lights to come on. So I'm going to show you guys my little trick. There we go. So the angels are all flipped out. Oh yeah, Zen. Yeah, but I figure with mine, like it's 2 different blue Hawaiian strains, but like one of them had like a black on the end of it, and then Daniken's on the edge of the tail it had black, and then on Daniken's it had spots, which were pretty cool. But the males were sparring yesterday, and they're down in this tank, so you can see in here. There they are. How about I bait you with some food, buddies? He's here for it. But they were sparring the other day, and the colors that were coming off of them was pretty cool. I was pretty happy with these guys. But yeah, I got my guppies from Daniken, and they came in hot. And I lost the female, but had a fry. So I had a male and a fry. So yeah, that's Daniken's there with the spots on his tail. But yeah, he is beautiful. Oh, wow. I was actually able to get some of that blue flash when he comes broadside. And I've got albino cories in here. And then I have lemon-eye blue-eyed lemon plecos in this tank. I got a bunch of them. And some of them, I thought there was like a bruise, like they were getting injured. And then I noticed another one on another. So I actually have black spot lemon-eye plecos. I learned about that from watching some videos on the YouTube. Can't remember the channel right now, but I just subscribed to him. And it was a little bit old. And he had one that like had a black spot like right on the top of the head, and so it reminded him of the like Toncho goldfish. That's white, that has the red spot, which is pretty cool. Okay, here's the other guy, and he's just got black on the end of his tail, so I'm interested to see what happens. But yeah, no, they're beautiful. I've really been impressed, and I got the lady's contact information for these guppies. So she's got purple and this one, and she was saying on the bag that she got these from Bentley Pasco. So that's pretty cool. I'm live streaming, guys. I'm not going to be able to hang out right now. I just got a knock on the garage door from my crew. And then these are George's rainbows. I mean, rainbow in the fact that there's several different colors of them, but the rice fish, but they're kind of hard to see when they're hiding in the back. And there's Moby. Moby is mostly black now. She's still got a few scales on her. But yeah, I got to do something cool with these guys for Halloween. Okay, so this is Jethro, who's running away. That's Mr. T. That's Bandit. Well, don't run. And this guy back here, obviously Abraham Lincoln. Did you see the beard? Got to look quick. That might be Jafar. Yeah, they're all. I got them all as juveniles. These are the ones I won on Dan's Fish like over a year ago, and or about a year ago, and they're sexing out now, and I gave them all boy names, so it'll get weird. But as you can see, I'm really starting to get some propagation of my different vowels and hygrophilia. And I guess that's dwarf sag. I'm not sure. And then I've got some spiral. There's all the cories running. I've got several of the spiral val as well that's growing up nice. So what I wanted to talk about today, because of Gina and her testing her water, these 4 tanks on the bottom here are all my water in the summer has a low GH, and my KH is like pushing out the top of the colors on the strip. So I just have a test strip, and I believe I'm using co-op test strips. But I've got Neocaridina shrimp, I've got the rice fish, I've got bristlenose and guppies in this one, and in this one I have the lemon bristlenose. The KH has gone from low to 0 in all of these tanks, and with that the pH is measuring very low too, like too low for these guys. It's obviously gradual enough to where like my shrimp haven't died, and I still see baby shrimp in there, but I'm not seeing a lot of buried females. So I feel like this isn't the best like peer parameters for my shrimp to be thriving. So I wanted to test the water, and we can test my tap water, and it's been over 24 hours. I just have it in the bucket there for changing water, and you can see what it's like after 24 hours, and I can get some out of the tap if you guys want, and we can test that too. But let me get the test strips. Got some ammonia. Here they are. Yeah, Aquarium Co-op. I don't know whether anybody's heard of them, but they make stuff, and they have started making their own multi-test strips, and you get 200 of them at a time. And for the first like 3 weeks, I was dutifully cutting them in half, and then realized that I can just, with 200, I can still test whenever I want, and I'm still going to have plenty. So let's take one out. So it's laying right there. It's laying right there. And now let me catch up on chat for like 60 seconds. While we do that, let's look at this lonely shrimp. Oh, there's snails in every tank. I forgot to tell you about that. Mod the mod guy. Yeah, Zen, it's my first time keeping guppies, so the fact that like I tainted them right off, it's just like, well, I haven't done that yet. I'm pretty sure that's not advisable, but it's happening. So, you know what I mean? Like they're both called the same thing. So let's see what happens. You know, I feel like I have a lot less. Anger at like what's like going to happen just because I don't know. You know what I mean? I was like, more often than not, you know what I mean? Like if it just goes completely badly and I end up like murdering, you know what I mean? Like, and I end up killing them, it'll be like, well, I did something wrong and there's a learning opportunity here. So, you know, I mean, like I'm secretly like okay with things dying just because I'm still on the newer edge of things. So it's just like, I mean, like the odds are is as a newer guy, I'm going to screw it up anyway. So I'm like, okay with it. Like, just seeing what happens. Yeah. So my, I had a banner that I was trying to put. Oh, okay. There it is. All right. So I have my banner going. Oh man, I guess I didn't save it. So let me see if I can. Well, it's been a minute now, so let's go ahead and look at this. So, got to flip it around. So you see real light orange. So my pH is like 6.4 according to this. And the buffer is 0. And as you can see, the hardness, the GH is purple. So that's like super hard. And right now I've got nitrate in there because I put some plant fertilizer in there. So yeah, so on all of these tanks, the buffer is 0, and because of that, it's like the pH is like saying here that it's like 6.4, which they're alive and they're blue dreams, so I guess that's supposed to happen. But this is what my tap water is. My tap water is like 8 or more like 8.4. And let's see, that green is more like, is better than low. So it's just in the medium range. So it says like 80, and I don't know what that parameter is. And then as you can see, the hardness is purple again. And it looks like it's a little pink for the nitrite and the nitrate, but I don't think so. Like when I'm looking at it off camera, well, I'm not looking at it on the camera, so like it's pretty much clear. So one of the person that I rescued these 4 tanks from, that was like, all my fish are dying, and my favorite fish, the that was in the rainbow tank back there, she had a favorite. Oh goodness, what is Moby? Moby is a having camera blank right now. That's all right. I'll figure it out in a second. She is a. That's so funny. Anyway, when her favorite fish died, she was just like, just come get these tanks and like take everything. Now, she had a bunch of plants and she's using a substrate, a dirt substrate. They're like round balls. So she's using a plant dirt and stuff like that. So these tanks measure a little bit lower on pH and whatnot. There's a bag of botanicals in the filter on this one over here. But she had this carbonate, which is raises carbonate hardness, so raises the KH. It increases potassium. And I'm thinking about using some of that so that I could raise the KH a little bit. So The Blue Dreams are neocaridina, so they can deal with a little bit of KH, and it's going to be okay. But I need to do it slowly to bring the pH from 6.4 to like closer to 7, because I don't think that it necessarily needs to be, you know, like 8 or 7.6. I bet you if I get it from 6.4 to like 7, these neocaridina Blue Dreams will definitely be doing better breeding wise. If not, you know, just like doing better than they were when I first got the tanks going. Oh, there we go. There's some action. You just move forward. I love little bristle noses hanging out over here in the corner. I just love the way they look. Their little wings and whatnot. And I see why Super Reds are so happy. There's the boys chasing each other. Get it, boys. Yeah. What's up, Steven? Oh, Aqua Balls is here. I love Aqua Balls. I saw you were streaming earlier, Aqua Balls. I'll probably catch it on a replay tomorrow while I'm at work. See what's going on. I understand you got some new fish, so that's great. It's hilarious. He just swam by and I missed it the whole time. That was funny. Oh, Aqua Balls did a giveaway. That's awesome, dude. Let me feed these fish Aqua Balls so that you can see your babies. See if we can get anybody to come forward. If no one's gonna come forward. Whoa. Hey, I think my hold on, I've got like a gimbal here and there it is. It turned off on me, so I don't know what that was about. If it does it again in like 30 seconds, there's one. Came up and ran off. Can you see him just back there? Yep, it just turned off again. Okay, let's get rid of this. Sorry, everybody. Don't get sick. So yeah, I need to charge my gimbal. So yeah, so much guppy grass. Stuff for them to lay on. New Festivum and New Angels. That's awesome. Yeah, man, I got wonky gimbal, dude. But yeah, your guys are doing good, Aquaballs. I think I have them in a pH that's too low right now. But I got to get some KH in these tanks. Oh, man, he just came up. The blue one came up and ran away before I could get on my camera. Okay, they're all hanging out right back here, and they come up. Stealing a piece and running away. I'm back. Can everybody see me okay? All right, let's see. Cam. Nope. More. Ta-da! Trying to get back to chat without leaving the Sky Dancer season hears me fine. Well, that's pretty good. As long as I'm doing that, I'm okay. Get me figuring things out. Okay, this is where I can put overlays and stuff. Oh, man. I don't know what this is. Wow, I feel as cool as Fishy Biz now. I got some music playing in the background. Hey, they all came out for you. Aquaballs is here, guys. He's just checking on you, making sure I'm not hurting you. So yeah, I just wanted to talk with everybody and talk about water parameters. Okay, guys. So, Steven, I have a question if you're still here. With the instructions on this carbonate for plants, the KH, it raises carbonate hardness and increases potassium, so that would be good for my plants. It says right here on the side that for the directions, a 10 milliliters for every 5 gallons of water once a week or as needed. It raises the hardness by 1 MEQ per liter. For unbuffered water or in the absence of CO2 injection, which my water is at 0, so I guess it would kind of be unbuffered and I'm not using CO2. It says use a 1/4 to a 1/2 dose to avoid impacting pH. But I kind of want to impact pH, but maybe I should do the 1/4 dose and do it with my weekly water change, like every week when I'm doing my water change, so that way my scrimps don't get sad about the change in water parameters. Like do a small water change and add the buffer to that small water change and slowly bring it up. Oh, 3G, that sucks, dude. Low dose, 4th dose, yes. Okay, cool, Steven. Yeah, so I'll try that, bud, because, like, yeah, I've got high GH below KH. And I think it changes with the season. So I think that spring and summer it does that, and then we might have a little bit higher KH in the winter with the city water that's coming through. Okay, so 4 degrees for plants. When I'm measuring on, where is it? I can't find anything. I had it in my hand not long ago. Let's see. So when I'm measuring on a co-op strip, let me tell you what it looks like. Did I put it in here? I didn't put it away, so that's good. Ah, it's under my chair. Snakes! So when I'm using the co-op strip, it says for KH, it says 0, 40 is low, 80 is medium, 120 is medium, 180 is high, and 300 is high. So where does 4 degrees settle? Does 4 degrees like 40? That's the question I had. And I'm turning the camera off for just a second because I'm walking through my living room. Don't say anything, dear. You'll be on the internet. She gave me the thumbs up, fellas. I might be sleeping in the bed tonight. You never know. Many hours go before I sleep. Welcome to my backyard. Okay, so 4 degrees is like 72 ppm. Okay, cool, man. So yeah, I won't let it go above that. That's awesome, dude. So it's it got down to like 45 like earlier this week. Yeah, you could see some minnows running around down underneath there. I haven't really fed this thing that much. As you can see, I made this crazy filter. Made many mistakes. I hated this project. This one's still not running because I forgot to put the tube down in the sand, like this one. I forgot to put the tube down in the sand. So now I bought some pieces and I'm gonna hook it up to the drain spout that I've got on the bottom, and we're gonna pump water into the bottom through that. Should work, but I'm still not done. As you can see, I can't cut the correct size wood, so I made some braces out of angle brackets. And yeah, that's I had to put those on there because when you fill something with water, it wants to take a round shape. That's why buckets are round and not square. So I learned a lot of stuff. Uh-oh, Biz is in here. So yeah, man, this is the pond situation. 2 lived and 1 is growing some grass out of the pot that has taken over. I don't know what that is, but it's not the lily plant that the root ball that I have in there. So yeah, man. So I'm thinking about maybe just tenting this whole thing with a plastic and dowel structure to keep it warm enough in the winter time for like our freezes and stuff. But the two fish that I have in there, I believe if it doesn't freeze, they will survive. I've got white clouds in this one, and this one I've got the rainbow shiners. So it should work. Oh man, no, I love the ponds. I thought that it wouldn't be that hard to fill this thing full of different types of sand and gravel and stuff, and then flow water through it. I didn't think it would be as much of a headache to build as it ended up being. So I just hated the project. I think I'll complete the video for it and put it together, and I'll release it sometime like midwinter so that we can talk about ponds, and I'll just be using footage from the summer and stuff like that. I think that while that's not the appropriate time to be doing it, I think that it's fun. I think that that might be fun for everybody. That's also the time that it's going to be ready. So, you know, pretty much the way content goes is if I have it ready, I should just release it. So I'm not going to save it for next year. But yeah, I might take these plants out, put them in 5-gallon buckets, and keep the plants in the garage for the winter. And then they'll be easy. It'll be easier to cover everything too. It does get cold enough to freeze here, Jeremy. We got a real wicked cold spell, and Goliad Farms is 3 hours south of us. It's more towards the valley, more towards Corpus Christi than Austin. I'm in the center of the state, and yeah, man, it was real cold, colder than I ever remember being. But I mean, we can have 2 days of hard freeze and stuff like that, and it's usually with rain and stuff. Snow usually doesn't stick around for more than 24 hours because the ground usually isn't cold enough for it to stick. But we get snow once every 10 years. But man, we had snow all over the houses and all over our yards and everything for that cold snap a couple years ago. But like I said, as long as I keep the water moving, I might end up having to turn the filters off. These filters off, and I've got sponge filters in there, and I'll keep the sponge filters going, and I could even wrap these tubs in some insulation if I had to. Zen Ginger, that was a freak event though. It's just I don't know, man. We have so many once in 100-year things happening constantly to us that I'm starting to feel like they don't know what's going on. You know what I mean? And maybe it's changing. Yeah, man, the snowpocalypse. But because of the snowpocalypse, I got a heat pump for the garage, and I told my wife that that we just make some pallets and stuff like that in the garage, and we'd all live at 89 degrees during the snowpocalypse. And I bought a gas generator that'll run everything, and we'll just get the Wi-Fi up, you know what I mean? And I'll just be streaming YouTube and hanging out in my fish room the whole time. It'll be great. Throw the air pump indoors. Yeah, I might have to get a stronger air pump. I just got the outdoor Tetra one, and it's running both of these very well. So I'm getting a good amount of air for both of them. It's down here. And it was rated for outdoors. Melvin, I'm so glad you're in my stream, buddy. I love you. I'm glad you're here. You're setting up your live stream. Sea Adventures number 2 with Wang and Legacy. All right. Awesome, dude. As you can see, I put duckweed in here, and at one point this summer, I was pulling duckweed out of here, and I looked over at my wife and I said, I kind of wish that I never put duckweed in here, because it went crazy. But the hornwort spread out it grows differently than it does in my aquarium, in my hand. Look how spread out it is. You got real fluffy. Yeah, my crew was trying to convince me that it was a different kind of hornwort. No, it's no, man, it's the same hornwort I had in the garage. I just put it out here and it grew different. And the frog grew different out here too. Got bigger in some cases. And the wind keeps knocking this thing over, so I keep having to save it. So it's got a bunch of dry duckweed on it from every time it falls over. But yeah, that just opened up yesterday. I love this thing. It was a papyrus of some sort. But yeah, be looking for midwinter, guys. A video about these filters. And all the headaches I had while making it, so that if you decide to do one of these in the summer or something like that, you'll start with something round. And yeah, that's the gist of it. The duckweed never stops. So yeah, let's let you see my face. Hang on. There's the school over my back fence. Okay, more. Settings. Camera. Front camera. Hold on, I'm in fishbam.link and I don't know how I did that. Oh, guys, this is so much fun, right? All right, I got it. It's so good to see you guys. Like, seriously. Chicken and dumplings, that sounds great. Silver Creek. Okay, so you've got all your tanks consolidated, and you have 2 generations and a bunch of extension cord surge protectors. All my tanks have sponge filters now. Yeah, I started with sponge filters just because, I mean, as a newer guy, like, sponge filters seem to be the most economical way to go. And I also wanted to put an air stone in every tank because I like bubbles, you know, and so that does both. So that is kind of like how I already have my fish room set up. But yeah, I got that heat pump, and that heat pump will, I just have to detach it from the house and then reattach it to a box, and my generator will plug into it. And then I think I still have 20 amps. So I can, if it's really hot, I'll run my fridge. If it's really cold, then we'll just leave the inside of the house like as it is, and we'll just cook everything in the freezer, right? Like, that's how you do it. Oh man, so yeah, hubby was just out. Yeah, I mean, like, you know, you go through like an extreme loss or something like that, and, you know, maybe he'll come back later, but, you know, I mean, like, for a lot of people, they're just like, it's too much. You know, I mean, like, it's a lot of hurt, and it's just too much to rebuild. That's sad. I agree with you, Silver Creek Aquatics, but if you had sparkly bubbles, I mean, like, I'm kind of down, but, you know, I'm like, I'm a weird mix. I'm definitely not alpha. You know what I mean? I'm loud enough to be alpha. I'll hang out with alphas, but I mean, like, I don't need to be in charge. I'm okay. I'm okay taking orders and then messing it up. So yeah, man. Yeah, at Rico's advice, I tried to do a live stream a month. And I'm thinking about live streaming regularly so that we can all chat and talk. But I'm not sure. Like what time like works for me. But my schedule is getting ready to change, and I'll be working Thursday, Friday, and Saturday 12 hours. And then I'll be working another day of the week somewhere else. So yeah, man, end of an era. I was with my last client for like 4 years, like going on 5. So ready to switch it up. New client, love the new client. So taking care of the new client before, so shouldn't be too much of a learning curve or anything like that. But yeah, man, hopefully, you know, big things are coming into the new year and stuff like that. And so yeah, I don't know whether I'll go during the day or in the evening. I think that it doesn't matter as long as I do it. In the evening is definitely more, but being a smaller guy, channel size wise and stuff like that, I don't think that it's going to matter all that much. And if I do go during the day and stuff like that, perhaps I can get like more Australian guys and more European people and stuff like that, and it would just be kind of fun to have them all mixed in the chat having fun. I always enjoy that. Like, I mean, like, if Sharpie is regularly in your chat, then your chat is healthy, right? I mean, ghost cats and all of that. Oh, I shouldn't use that hand. But I just wanted to tell everyone that I love them, and I think that I am getting ready to shut this down. Thank you for talking to me, and Steven, thank you for your help with the water parameters. And I did want to show everybody the difference in water parameters. Yeah, so my water is slightly similar to, I have less KH than Gina, but Gina's live stream earlier, if anybody wants to catch the replay of that, she did a bunch of water testing and we found out some interesting things, so it's definitely worth a rewatch. You guys have fun, and I love you guys. And hey, man, I'll be around in chat all evening because, man, it is Thirsty Thursday. There are lots and lots of streams on Thursday. Thursday is a good night for watching streams. So I'll see everybody in the chat. I love you all, and thank you for your time.